Hello, I'm Thomas Shrine of the Lean Farmer. Welcome to another fun video. So I got multiple improvements. I got multiple improvements to show you today. None of them are major except for one. Was a little bit of longer than like a 2-second improvement. It had to do with our feed. I'll get to that one in a second. But first, check out the improvement that I made for dealing with all of our cold weather gear. Fall is here and it's time to start prepping for winter. So check out this quick improvement that I made. I'm in our basement. Basement door is right there. And during the winter, we always go out. And so this year I've got something set up for all of my kind of outside weather gear. It's where I swap my cowboy hat for my regular hat. I got my pair of coveralls, got a couple of big coats. I got my oilskin, which is crucial, especially for the rain. And then we always have a lot of blaze orange that we wear during hunting season. I used to have this scattered all over the place, but now I've got a particular place that I store it all. It's right when I come in the door, and it'll keep things a lot nicer. And then below all that, I've got a place for my boots. I can swap my muck boots when I come in. I've got a chair where I can sit down and take those off. And then most of the time we put on a different pair of shoes to walk through the house. And this has kind of become the mudroom corner. So it's a perfect little place in the basement to get everything set up for the winter. I also made one for my wife, all of her stuff, my daughter, and then my son's stuff. So everybody's stuff is kind of organized. They know where it is, and it's easy to hang up when they come in from doing chores. All right, and the second improvement is really just kind of small and fun, but we have a lot of chickens. And we get a lot of eggs, and we eat eggs for breakfast every morning. And I love the way we make our eggs. We put lots of vegetables in there. Sometimes there's more greens in there than vegetables. But my favorite thing is how my wife grows onions. So she actually grows onions right in the kitchen, either in the windowsill, or she keeps some growing in the refrigerator. She actually takes a glass of water, puts the onion shoot down in it, and the onion grows out of it. And so when you want to put onions in something, you literally just get the scissors, walk over, cut a piece of that onion off, and then walk right over to what you're cooking, and you cut off some onion and you put right in your dish. And I love that as a quick improvement, and we use it all the time. Okay, so the last improvement has to do with how we manage our feed. So now we have somewhere around like 150 chickens, and we used to have one centralized location that we kept all the feed in when we had a smaller number of chickens, and we kind of had them all grouped together. So you'd go to the feed shed, you'd get the feed out, and you'd go feed the chickens. But now we have chickens in 4 different areas, and they're spread out hundreds of yards apart from each other. And we do that because they free range, and they need to be 100 to 150 yards apart so they don't flock up together, so they'll stay separated. And it just got to be such a pain to do chores, because you come out of the grain shed, you've got like 3 or 4 buckets of feed. It's super heavy. And when you think about the 8 waste, you know, we've overproduced on the amount of feed that we're trying to carry at one time. We've got all this inventory that we're literally transporting. You got a defect because you either hurt yourself or you spill some feed. There's a whole lot of excess processing and excess motion trying to deal with that much feed at one time. And while you're struggling with all that, you know, you've got chickens that are waiting to eat, and then you're not utilizing your potential. So we changed how we manage our feed. Now we've put individual feed buckets or feed cans or storage bins at every single one of our chicken coops. And now we just walk to each one of those, open up that bin, and put out the feed. Makes it so much easier when we are feeding the chickens. When it comes time to restock those bins, it's a little bit more work. But we only have to do that once or twice, not a week, but about once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. So it made feeding the chickens a lot easier than what it used to be. So that's been a great improvement. And I always like to give you a little taste of farm life. So the last week was a tough week. My horse named Chevy, he got old, and he did what old things do. He passed on. So I'm gonna leave you with a couple of great pictures or videos of Chevy. He was a really fun horse to have. He was a fast horse. He was an ex-race horse, and we're gonna miss him on the farm, but he was a fun animal to have around. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.